Well, it's a beautiful day once more. And I'm here with you again to talk about math made simple. As we go around each day, we know that math is always around us. Everything we do has math involved. If we go to bed, we slept for 8 hours, math is there. We can convert those 8 hours to minutes. We can make it a little more interesting and convert them to even seconds. What about at dinner time? Where's the math in that, you ask? Well, let's look at how much you had to drink at dinner time. Could you convert that to ounces, to pints, maybe quarts, if you had that much? If we walk, is it there math present in that walk that we took? How far did we walk? Did we walk a mile? Can we convert that mile to yards and then to feet? What about even when we speak? Is there math in that? Well, of course. We could count up how many words we spoke. We could look for the longest word we spoke and see how many letters are in that word. We could also make a tally of all the words we spoke and we could add them together. Then we could make it fun. We could start subtracting the shortest words. All the words that are 3 letters or less, let's put them together, let's total them, and let's subtract them from the rest of words spoken. So whatever we do, we must remember that math is always around us. And therefore, we should make that connection with our math so that it becomes fun-filled, so that it becomes our friend. It becomes that part of us that we really want to do well in. So last time we met, we showed you 3 tutorials on how to create 3-dimensional geometric shapes. Tonight, I just really want to show you what the outcome of those tutorials look like, what it looks like. And then we'll talk about them for a little bit. So the first one that was presented in the tutorial, we'll start with 3 because 3 is the smallest number. So we have our triangle, 3 sides, and we know that the triangles have 3 angles, right? Tri, 3. So here are your sides, 1, 2, 3 sides. And then here are your angles. 2 rays meet, they create the angles. And next we have the square. And we know that a square has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And so it also has 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. Below the square is our rectangle. Beautiful. And a rectangle, see, 2 long sides. You can clearly see the difference. And 2 short sides. And this would also have 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, if you move over, you'll notice the pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides, therefore it has 5 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides and 5 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. Beautiful. And penta is 5. Above the pentagon is your hexagon. And these are two hexagons, and you could use your craft sticks to be creative. These are two, it's created a little differently, but it has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the same is here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and therefore 6 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So that's what your hexagon, 6. And here are your angles. And then we move over to these beautiful ones, and these are your octagons. And octo means 8. So these are your 8-sided figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 sides, 8 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same as we talked about the hexagon, we also, if you look at the octagons, they look, right? This one is deeper, it's a little rounder, but it has 8 angles. It has 8 sides and 8 angles. So that is okay. As you work with the craft sticks, this is what was left. And this, beautiful, it's nice, it's big. And this is going to be a fruit bowl for my table. This can hold a lot of fruits, a lot of bananas and oranges and apples. And so you can use the craft sticks to create beautiful things as it relates to math. So as we go about, we see these are colorful craft sticks, but you can get the plain craft sticks, which is much cheaper, from Amazon. You get a box of 1,000 sticks for a reasonable price. You can get your glue, and you can go and just create beautiful, beautiful 3-dimensional geometric shapes. You can work the math with them. You can measure them to see what the length or the width, or how, you can do the angles, see how sharp an angle is. And we know there are different kinds of triangles. We know there are different kinds of angles. So we can do so much with these geometric figures right here. There's so much you can do, which will make math exciting, where we can have children, as they learn about the angles, they can go ahead and do the application. They can go and create things with what they have learned. They can measure them. They can find the area of rectangles. They can find the area of the squares, triangles. They can find how many degrees in the angles. There's so much math in just the few things that are right here. So again, math is beautiful. It's all around us. Never, never, ever say you do not like math, or you're afraid of math, or because it's in everything we do. If we take a minute just to stop and think about anything that you pick up. Just pick up an object, look at it, find the math in it. When you talk to the children, let them know it's not. It's a beautiful thing. If we say we're afraid, then the kids become afraid. But so please, let us use what we have around us. Let us help the children find the math in it as they read, as they work with their numbers. Let them see the math in it and why it's in it. As you drive down the highways, right now we cannot go out, but we can measure the countertops in the house. We can measure the tabletops in the house. We can measure the doors. There's so much math right where we sit, right where we are. So let the kids go crazy with this so that they can embrace math more, as we make it simple for them so that they become less frustrated and become better mathematicians. So, if this has been helpful for you, please share it, subscribe. I'll have more things coming out as it relates to math. I'm going to be solving some math problems. I'll be doing division 2 ways, the short way and the long way. I will be working on decimals, multiplying with decimals, dividing with decimals. So, fractions, converting fractions to percents and decimals. So there's a lot more to come as we work together to make math simple. So, again, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, and one love.